Bryce Ferguson, I'm a councillor of the town of Slave Lake.
Rebecca King, councillor, town.
Shirley Torzan Chakurda. What are we doing here? Is it on?
You know, it's not on. It's on the far side. I just realized that mine wasn't on.
The other side over there.
She's got it. Maybe.
Oh, there we go. Shirley Torzan Chakurda, board chair and member at large.
Julie Brandel, Town of Slave Lake Town Council.
And because I realized my mic wasn't working, Samantha Dick, acting director of planning and development.
Okay, there we go. Adoption of agenda. Is there any additions, Sam?
Nope.
Okay, can I get a motion to adopt the agenda as presented?
So moved.
Bryce, call the question. Those in favor? Carried. Minutes of previous meeting for April 12th. Is there any errors, omissions? Any corrections? No. Can I get a motion to adopt the minutes? Julie?
I'll do that.
Call the question. Those in favor? Carried. Business arising from the minutes? Nothing? Okay, on to development permit applications, 5A, Taylor Kellum, page 15.
Okay, so the purpose of this report is for the MPC to consider an application for an accessory building greater than 74 meters squared in gross floor area at 1785 Ross Street Southwest, located on Block 21, Block 2, Plan 0426627 in the R1C Estate Residential District. And this is for Taylor and Christine Kellum. I've given you the regulations from the land use bylaw with regards to oversized structures. The applicant wishes to build a detached garage on his residential lot. The lot in question is 2288.3 meters squared and is a large treed lot. As the applicant does not wish to remove any of the trees, he's requesting that he be allowed to develop within the cleared area of his property, and the requested building will be 125.4 meters squared, which is more than double the size typically allowed for a detached garage. That said, the applicant lives in a Gloryland subdivision where the zoning permits larger detached buildings to be a discretionary use and therefore must be approved by this board. The detached garage / shop meets all of the setback and separation distance requirements of the land use bylaw. And I have included the site plan review for your reference. The site will have 18% parcel coverage once the detached garage is built, which is well under the required maximum of 25%. The lot grade plan and review have also been attached, and at this time, the planning department has no concerns and feels that the lot grade plan meets the requirements of the town's development standards. The proposed accessory building is greater than 74 meters in gross floor area, but it meets with the requirements of the land use bylaw and will provide a much needed storage building. Further, as there are other developments of this nature in the area, we are not anticipating any negative impacts to the neighbors, and as such, have no concerns and recommend approval.
Okay, is there any discussion? No, can I get a motion?
Just a quick question. So once a decision is made on this matter, the neighbors will get a letter in the mail, the direct neighbors, or how does that work? Sorry.
Not typically. It is typically only for a home-based business or, sorry, I'm blanking on what the other one is that we would get it. But for a discretionary use like this, they would not. If a variance had been given for it, possibly, but not typically for this use.
So there's quite a few properties out there that have
a detached garage that is
bigger. Yeah. And nobody's ever had any concerns about any of them?
No.
Bryce?
I'll make the motion to approve it.
Any more discussion? Call the question. Those in favor? Carried. Page 38, Dog Island Brewing.
So the purpose of this report is for the MPC to consider the application for occupying space for the temporary expansion of an outdoor patio associated with an approved craft brewery and distillery minor at 250 Caribou Trail Southwest, located on Lot 7, Block 4, Plan 1024857 in the M1 Light Industrial District. The applicant is Dog Island Brewing and the name of the owner is Giltech Holdings Limited. So as with the application that came before council here on April 20th, they want to take advantage of that application. However, of course, once the government reopens things, this initiative allows for a lower fee for application and a quicker turnaround time, unfortunately, as this particular use and where it's located is a discretionary use. It has to come back to the MPC for approval. That said, the applicant has indicated that they will be blocking off the front access from Caribou Trail. And as can be seen from the site plan, they'll be utilizing the 3 parking spaces in the north side yard, the loading space in the rear yard, and the entire front yard to expand their patio. The total area for the temporary patio will be 367.89 meters squared for a total parcel coverage of 27.5%. The planning department has no concerns with this application and recommends approval.
So this doesn't tie in with the structure that they have. So it's not an expansion of that structure?
No.
So does he plan to just place tables and chairs out there?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That is my understanding. And he told me that they want to put those cement blocks across the front driveway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's just so he can get enough distance between all the tables.
Yeah.
Okay. Will it be fenced off like along his property?
No.
Or will it be open to?
I have not required that.
Okay.
Because there is no street traffic
Over there.
coming in there because he'll be blocking it off with the cement blocks.
Okay. Okay. Rebecca?
Does the MPC get these applications for all patios or just because this is in a discretionary area?
Just because this is in a discretionary area.
Perfect. Yeah, I have no concerns.
Yeah. So the other places of business, if they wanted to put tables and chairs out, they're fine just because this one is discretionary?
They would still have to apply.
Okay.
And I do have a couple of applications. I'm just waiting for payment.
Oh, okay.
And of course, with the government shutdown, I'm sure payment will be waiting until they reopen things for them to allow to do that. But yes, absolutely. And the idea I had brought forward to council was that we'd be able to block off some of the parking on Main Street so that they can use that for extended further patio area.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Rebecca, you're making the motion?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and make that motion.
Okay, any more discussion? Call the question. Those in favor? Carried. Page 50, north of 55 oil field hauling discretionary use security suite.
Oh, sorry, I actually have to step out of this one.
Oh, okay. Julie is stepping out. Oh, we don't have quorum then, do we?
No, we don't. But you are not, I would not say that you have a pecuniary interest as I was the one that recommended that they bring this forward to be approved. I personally don't think that you have a conflict, but what are the rest of your board members? And if you're not comfortable, we can hold this off till the next meeting. And so it's up to you.
And when would the next meeting be?
So it's May, so June, what did I put on the agenda? June 7th. We could hold a special meeting, yes.
I think I'd be more comfortable with that.
Okay.
Okay, so do we need a motion to defer it or you'll?
We do need a motion to defer, yes.
Okay, to the next, what is it, June what?
June 7th.
June 7th, I'll make that motion.
That's when this applicant would like to know, yeah.
So,
Yes. Yes.
do we have room for a special meeting in our?
This
list?
meeting right now is the tentative extra meeting.
Yeah,
I'm just going to look up the calendar. So if we went on the 31st instead, that would still get them noticed by the 1st.
Yep, that should work.
So that's 2 weeks. So does the public need notice for a meeting?
No,
No?
not for MPC, only council meetings.
Okay. Do we want to, we'll try then for the 31st?
And hope you get quorum without me.
I assume by then Taylor should be up to speed and be able to come to the meeting. So does that work for everybody then? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I made the motion to defer to May 31st. All the question, those in favor?
Okay.
Carried.
Thank you, everyone. Just a bit more
welcome.
comfort level on that.
Oh, that's okay.
Number 6A, page 60, amend MDP.
Okay, so the purpose of this report is for the MPC to provide council with a recommendation regarding bylaw 09-2021. The applicant is Big Fish Bay RV Resort, and the address for this property is 950 Caribou Trail Northwest, ATS 5673 3 and 6. It's an unusual land description. The site is currently zoned M3, which is airport industrial, and we're asking to rezone it to RR1 recreational facility, which will require amendments to the municipal development plan and the land use bylaw, which we're doing concurrently. They have purchased the property that's right next door to Big Fish Bay, between Big Fish Bay and the airport, and they wish to redesignate the property. And for the MDP bylaw, which is this bylaw 09-2021, it would be redesignated from airport to regional commercial, which will allow them to expand the air campground and their services into this area. This has been advertised for 2 weeks and will be going for public hearing and second and third readings tomorrow evening to council. At this time, planning has no concerns with the application and recommends approval.
So Sam, the access into Big Fish Bay is through that property, right?
Technically, no. And yes, there is an access easement
Okay,
for through there. I'm trying to remember what it does have a weird shape to it. Yes.
yeah,
And so the access easement is through that. Yes.
but it
Sorry.
does, yeah, because it goes along the industrial buildings and then angles off towards the west,
Yes.
right?
And so the access there goes in and then it follows along it. I don't know if they plan to, what their plan is going forward for this yet. We have not yet seen anything. They want to have it rezoned first.
It's the treat area all on the right-hand side when you're coming in along the Big Fish Bay Road.
Yeah.
It's all on the right-hand side of the treat
Yeah,
area.
I'm thinking that's what they wanted.
Yeah.
They're looking at developing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So between their access road and the airport.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a huge area there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So going around the curve of Ring Road, it looks like there's a bunch of work going on towards the west. Whose is that?
Where's the ring road?
What ring road?
So the Ring Road, Caribou Trail.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's an access coming off of that into the bush.
So Big Fish Bay was granted a second access, which is a fire access.
Okay.
And
Is that on
that's on the Big Fish Bay
RR
property. Yeah.
okay, so that's the RR1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there's development going on back in there. So they're doing
I imagine they're doing their clearing.
okay.
There is an additional 330 sites. I'm waiting for some more drawings to come forward.
They were doing a
It'd be
bunch
nice to see the drawings.
And those will be coming forward to the drawings, as well as there's another 18 cabins, I believe, and borrow pit.
Okay.
they were doing a bunch of clearing and bringing in a lot of fill.
Pardon?
They were doing a bunch of clearing and they brought in a bunch of fill near
Yeah.
that second exit because it was quite low lying. I think they
Yeah.
brought in quite a bit.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
The exit still has to be paved too, so
Yeah.
it's got some work to be done.
Okay. Can I get a motion, Grace? Is there any more discussion? Call the question, those in favor? Carried. Next one is 6B, bylaw number 10, same
Same thing, land use
thing,
bylaw.
page 68.
So the last one was for the MDP, this one's for the land use bylaw, but everything else is the exact same.
So this one is amend the land use bylaw, page 68. Do we need any discussion on that? An
I'll make the motion.
explanation? No. Julie, you're making the motion. Call the question, those in favor? Carried. And then page 77, 6C bylaw 2021-13, MD 124, LUB amendment.
So the purpose of this report is for the MPC to consider a referral for the land use bylaw amendment to the Municipal District of Lesser Slave River 124 and provide comments and or concerns. The owner is Bear Mag Consulting Limited, and the property is ATS Southeast 1372 2 west of the 5th. The current land use is considered country residential. The applicants have indicated they want to rezone the property noted above from CR1 Country Residential 1 to RF Recreational Facility and Resort District. The parcel is located approximately 10 kilometers from Smith on the Old Smith Highway, and most of the property is not visible from the road due to topography and vegetation. The quarter section was divided in 1977, and to date, there are no development permits on file. That said, it came to the attention of the MD that a campground and cabins had been developed on the site. And the development officer has indicated that the lands appear to be a good site for this, given the type of development, and wants to have the development legalized. So the planning department has no concerns with this application, and the area is largely undeveloped and heavily treed. That said, proper planning would mean the use should fall in line with the policy statements of their MDP and applicable structure plans. And we recommend so in discussion with Ann Holden, the development officer, the MD indicates they're processing this application to mitigate a non-complying use issue that they've had for this site for some time. And since the intent of the application is to deal with a non-complying use, the planning department has no concerns with this application.
So why are we being asked for input into
Something so
that's
far out?
happening so far away from us?
I am not certain. I think that they're just trying to cover all of their bases because this was an enforcement issue. I had the same question.
And go to Smith.
Because this is outside of our IDP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I wondered that too.
I think that there's a private residence adjacent to this.
It could even be on this same site. There is a few residences within this area.
Yeah.
Do we,
Okay.
it's just a referral, so
It's just
we
a
don't have
referral,
to have
yep.
authority, right? So we're
Mhm.
just signing off on it for their formality? Like
I think that was basically what they wanted. Yeah, it was
Not
just that
even
we're
sure
okay
when
with
it's
them
coming
going
to
ahead
us,
and
yeah.
making that change.
okay.
Just that the town of Slave Lake has no concerns with the development.
Yeah.
So I hope that this doesn't open the door for more of these items to be coming to us just because we've addressed this one.
Okay.
So, I mean, we can make a motion on this one,
Mhm.
but you know, if it wasn't required, then
Yeah, I was confused as to
Yeah.
why it was referred to us.
okay. Hey. Can I get a motion? Nobody wants to make the motion.
Well, I mean, it's just a referral and it doesn't affect our lands, correct?
Nope, not at all.
So we're not making any decisions for this. It's just a referral.
Yeah.
So,
It's basically just saying that we have no concerns with their amendments to their land use bylaw.
Nobody wants to make the motion. Okay, any more discussion? Other than it's a little confusing?
I think they're just kind of, I get it.
Yeah, I don't have any concerns with it, so I'm okay with
Okay.
voting on it.
Call the question, those in favor? Carried.
Yay, I get to bring you a building value report.
Yeah, that looks very interesting.
It's only one, but that's right. And crossing my fingers, next month.
One
More
more than we
one.
had last year.
Some coming up?
Well, a duplex was approved just around the corner from me at the SDAB hearing last week. There
Oh,
needs to be
okay.
a couple of changes made, but it has been approved.
Okay, good. Okay. So I'll make the motion to accept the report.
Okay.
Any discussion? Call the question, those in favor? Carried. MPC development concerns. So next meeting will be May 31st.
Yeah,
So put that in your calendars.
I will be sending out a calendar invite to everybody.
Yeah,
We start having 2 meetings a month in June, is it? Or is it July?
No, it was May.
it was, yeah.
Was May?
This was the tentative date for May.
How many
Okay,
tentative
okay,
dates
gotcha,
do we
gotcha.
have?
It's one for each month. So we have one regularly scheduled on the first Monday of the month.
For
and then
every month?
Typically try to do it
June,
2
July, and
weeks
August.
afterwards. Yeah.
May, June, July, and August, so only 4 months? Okay. And we just happened to need it because we didn't have quorum, not because we had,
Oh, there was all of these items are from
Yeah.
then.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, meeting adjourned.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.